Does a $200 truck exist? What about if it's really rusty? What about if it's a diesel? What about if it hasn't run in a lot of years? Lots of variables here, but I want you to tell me if you think the truck we're about to see is worth it. It's been sitting for a very long time and it checks all the boxes I just mentioned. Let's go check it out. Well, we're here. Beautiful day, hot though. Some of you may recognize this as the place where I got a whole bunch of other stuff from an estate sale. There's the truck. Let's try to get back there to it.
Finally, I know exactly what this is. I think it's a bead breaker to break the bead on a tire.
I can see that.
God, I've been racking my brain out. I've got a tire machine, but the bead breaker part is bad.
Okay. Well, you know, we may be deceived. If you see the blocks and the wood up under the back of this, those tires may not have air in them after all.
Well,
The truck's being held up by those blocks.
okay, that's a good point. That's smart. Oh, look at this friggin' trailer. Every time
Jeez.
I think it's going to be less weight than the one before it. And what I still have to put on this thing, and of course the only reason I do it like this is so I can watch them with the magnet.
Oh, yeah. See, Florida always does that. That A-pillar, it's just
Really?
rusted away to nothing.
Right? It's too big.
That might work. Let's see what I'm talking about.
Hold it up for a second. Try to pull. Okay. All right.
Okay. Now what I'm talking about, see, there was something here.
Oh yeah, there was a bracket there. And you're right, the alternator's gone.
Yeah.
And those are the pulleys that go off the alternator.
And I'm wondering, do you see, now see, there's an AC line. Would the AC compressor have been here? Or would it
Yeah,
been?
of course.
There's a,
Of course, the big Delco air conditioner.
and there's the power steering, which is detached, so it had to be the AC they took off.
Yep.
And look at that.
I'll tell you what it does have. What that's really good is the Hydro Boost system.
Yeah,
Those are real popular.
I have those on a couple things.
Yeah, that's worth. Look at this. That's a nice filter system, fuel filter system.
Has a single battery.
You never know, man. This thing might crank right up. Do you ever watch that show where they go out in the woods, bulldozer that somebody parked 10 years ago?
Yeah, there are lots of them like that
and
now.
they start them all.
Yeah.
My new show, my new favorite show, and after I watch it, I don't let anybody get within 10 feet of me. Do you ever watch American Greed?
Yes.
Oh, unbelievable.
American Greed.
American Greed, man. Well, it's Stacy Keach
Yeah.
that narrates it.
Well, now with a little video, maybe I can see what the heck, how the heck everything is made. Scottsdale 6.2 diesel. Rocker's gone. Bottom of the door's gone. Brake. See if you got anything that resembles a brake. Hard pedal on the brake. Eight track in there. Dash pad gone. All the dash is gone. What are you guys thinking so far? Got tilt wheel. 189,000 miles. Man, this might be just a big no for me. Man, it's hard to say if the wheels are... It's in the 90s every day here now. And will be for the next foreseeable months. All right, the The tailgate looks, it's got rust at the bottom. There are 3 or 4 engines in the back. Those would have to come out. Let's look in here. Okay, we've got, I think those are like Isuzu engines, he said, kind of like light truck, well, medium duty truck. And there's Mercedes stuff in there too. Well, there's a lot of stuff for this truck to be sitting the way it is. But then again, as I said earlier, that block and wood down there could be what's holding it up.
But I never do anything.
Man, that thing's rough.
Here, take a whole picture. There was a hose clamp loose on his electric fuel pump.
Oh,
And he was
this is
pumping, and if he had taken it out and driven it, it is a pretty car.
oh, the lines on
Yeah,
these.
it is. It definitely has the lines. But,
Ooh.
but it's like Gina Lollobrigida would drive this.
Oh yeah, I'd sit beside her and I would support her move.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow, this is. Jeez, let me turn on a little light here. Ah.
Yeah. But he needs a new windshield. Look what happens to the windshields on Mercedes.
Yeah, they do that delaminating
Yeah,
thing.
moisture got in between the two panels, and it just takes that plastic, the rubber plastic that's in there.
Ooh, that one's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
That is a
Now, I
pretty
had a friend of
car.
mine with one of these that had a standard transmission. My coupe is standard.
But first, a chori pollo quesadilla. And a tea. It's like 92 outside. I gotta admit, that's creative. Well, I indeed made it back to the house, sitting in the shade, trying to cool down a bit. The problem before us is $200 for that truck. Now, you saw that it has 180 something thousand miles on it. It's a diesel, normally aspirated, 6.2, which everything I've read about that is that it wasn't meant to be a power engine. It was more of an economical way to operate your truck. So it's not some big, it's a 3/4 ton, but it's not meant to be some big heavy duty truck. You saw the rust, part of the cowl is gone. The roof line is gone. The structural integrity is, I don't even know if you'd ever want to use it as a street vehicle. Even a farm vehicle would be just the bare minimum. But there's a transmission still in it. There's a rear end still in it. It's a 3/4 ton. It's missing lots of parts under the hood. It's missing the power steering pump and the radiator are disconnected. The AC compressor is gone, as is the alternator, which is a diesel only application. Maybe another one goes on there, but it's listed as a different part number. $200 for what's there. What do you guys think? That's a real hard call for me because a lot of it would come down to, can I sell parts off of it? Can I interest somebody in it who's going to use it on their farm or what? Because it's sure as heck not supposed to be out on the road again. That would be a terrible idea. But please let me know down in the columns. I really want to know what you think on this. $200. And the next video you see, I will have made my decision. I'm kind of leaning toward, not going to tell you yet. See you next video, and thank you guys for watching very much. Have a great day. Try to stay cool.